Uzo Kalu prison experience could transform the Nigerian criminal justice system. Life is full of ironies, many unintended and unanticipated consequences, good and bad consequences alike. When on the 5th of December 2019, the Federal High Court sitting in Lagos convicted Orji Uzo Kalu for fraud and sentenced him to 12 years in prison. Many, including me, saw what happened just as another instance of the falling of the mighty, with the emphasis on the fallen. But there has been some unintended consequences to it all. Orji Uzo Kalu was moved to Ikoyi prison in Lagos the same day. 2 days after, on the 7th of December, he was transferred to Kuje prison in Abuja. In normal circumstances, and for an ordinary person, one would expect Orji Uzo Kalu to be shocked and depressed by life in prison. But that was not what happened. Within days of his settling down in prison, Orji Uzo Kalu took notice of the conditions of the Nigerian prisons. As a premium inmate, Orji Uzo Kalu was largely immune to the basic grind of prison life, but he was able to grasp the grinding conditions inmates and even the warders face on daily basis. I got to know about Orji Uzo Kalu in prison through my elder brother, who was convicted of robbery that he did not commit. We believe that the judge was bribed to convict him. My brother's case has been on appeal for 2 years. We have not been able to get a date for the appeal to progress. Two lawyers we hired have withdrawn as my family could not pay them. As a lecturer, I could not afford to pay in a timely fashion the amount of money the lawyers were calling. I visit my brother in Kuje prison twice a month until recently when they suspended visits due to the COVID-19 pandemic. It was through my brother I first heard about Orji Uzo Kalu's activities in Kuje prison, and I went to research more about his case and conviction. Before now, all I knew about Orji Uzo Kalu was what I read in newspapers or things I heard people say about him, just as we generally hear about politicians and public figures. But when I went to visit my brother in January of this year, he told me about Orji Uzo Kalu. Apparently, they met in the church. Kuje prison has a 1,000 seated church run by a Catholic priest as the chaplain. My brother is a member of a church choir. I understand that Orji Uzokalo is a good and devoted Catholic and he worships regularly at the church. It was there he noticed my brother in the choir. Orji Uzokalu will routinely show interest in the cases of inmates he comes across. Upon hearing about my brother's situation, he sent for a new lawyer to take over my brother's appeal. The lawyer is a big lawyer, one of the best in Abuja. Orji Uzokalu paid the lawyer on the spot, and within a week, the Court of Appeal fixed a date for the appeal to be heard. The hearing was only delayed by the lockdown. I became interested in Orji Uzokalu and I began to ask more questions. I was totally shocked by what I discovered. My brother was not the only one to benefit from this man's large heart. Orji Uzokalo has embarked on changing the lives of inmates in Kuje prison, requesting the authorities to improve feeding, water supply, electricity, paying for bail conditions, hiring lawyers for them, giving out money for medicine for the sick, paying the fines for many, giving money to those who completed their sentences so they could start life again. Orji Uzokalu is the benevolent revolution in prison. I have not had the opportunity of meeting him one on one, even though I began to visit the prison more frequently, hoping I might get an opportunity to thank him on behalf of our family. But I have heard interesting things about the man from other inmates and warders I have met. As well, I learned that apart from the various assistance he has been given to inmates, Oji Uzokalu is planning something bigger. He is planning to use his position, influence, and contact to transform the Nigerian criminal justice system. He will be building a coalition of other groups and foundations toward this goal. I heard he is already working closely with one foundation that focuses due process. From all I can see, Orji Uzokalu's time in prison has been an epiphany. God is using him to turn things around. He is turning into the rejected stone that became the head of the corner, and many became and or become that critical factor that will turn around the Nigerian failing justice system. Thank you for listening to this news. Wow, prison can really bring change to people. Prison can really bring transformation and change to people's life. One can hardly believe what prison could do to a governor, a former governor of Nigeria. If prison can be this transforming, then it will be very good for many of these our criminal leaders who have been cunningly siphoning our money to be thrown into prison. At least let them have a taste of it and change for good. Oji Uzokalo, I will say that it is a good thing hearing of your transformation, and also your positive response to the lives of people is a very good one. But then, if only this can continue after your release from the prison, it will really all go well. As many people that has benefited from Oji Uzokalu while in prison, I will say that these people should be given the opportunity to speak their mind and make positive contribution concerning the good of Oji Uzokalu, to at least it might go a long way in helping him get out of that prison. Prison is actually a place of torture and transformation. It's not actually a place to stay for life. So I'm not surprised at what it has actually done to Oji Kalu. So I would say that um, I'm pleased anyway because Oji Kalu on the other way around deserves it, and also at the other way around needs a transformation, and that is what has just happened. So viewers, I don't know what your own comment concerning this news may be, but please don't forget to leave them behind. Click on the subscription button as well as bell button to receive more updates. Thank you.